And I feel like the Gateway and Arbiters as well to help with stasis. A lot of units being produced up, but I really feel like, yeah, the macro of RacquetBall, I think he's just got more Gateways down right now, and he's just maybe a little bit higher APM. But no, I take it back. Jaw actually has the higher unit count. So really the difference in here has been the level 3 weapons, level 1 armor. It's been all upgrades at this stage. And I'm not sure where Jaw's forces are really, his attack forces. It just seems like he's going up against much larger units, even though supply count is really saying differently. It's right now it's at 185 versus 178, but it's just been skeleton crew of zealots. Looks like they've mostly been sitting in front of the base, but now that Arbiter is out to assist alongside this, Arbiter could really be a game shifter. Looks like too many units to really salvage the 12 o'clock. He can go and squash that attack force. We'll see if he goes in for a counterattack or actually goes for this Reaver attack at the along the side of the base, and while he's cleaning up the 12 o'clock simultaneously. But yeah, this 12 o'clock looks like it's absolutely getting ravaged. So at least in the short term, it looks like that RacquetBall is going to take the lead. Psystorm going off, those Dragoons dancing a little bit, but still taking a significant amount of damage. Zealots pressing up in proximity, and I don't think they have any detection alongside to really help with this. And that looks like that Arbiter is going to... Wow, it's actually going to save this expansion. All the probes have been taken out at this stage, though. And the Dragoons looks like they're doing a good job of kind of splitting this force into more reinforcements streaming in from behind. So RacquetBall is not going to let this go and doing a good job of keeping those forces separated. This observer right here is kind of the key to this battle right here. It looks like, I'm not sure if those observers spotting each other out, but either way, it doesn't look like... and there goes the counter, the observer to really spot it as well. And we'll see that Arbiter being kind of danced around alongside. Still, again, and there's the stasis. This is an absolutely epic battle. Stasis to try to hold this 12 o'clock position. It looks like it's up, still producing probes, and critically these upgrades. Looks like level 3 weapons just coming online, but it looks like that armor is not going to come online. Whereas it looks like level 3 weapons and level 2 armor has already been researched. And actually, let's see, yeah, level 3 weapons, level 0 armor. That armor upgrade is really paying, is absolutely devastating Jaw right now. He does have the higher tech with the Arbiters. And it looks like he's lining up to do a Reaver drop here from the bottom right hand corner, maybe even a recall with this Arbiter. We'll see if he's actually got it researching at the Arbiter Tribunal. Doesn't look like it, but still trying to hold on to this 12 o'clock location. RacquetBall is just continuing to funnel troops up and kind of at the off position. He's got a little bit short of a reinforcement route going straight up the map across the line versus the kind of around the corner thing that RacquetBall is having to pull. And still, Observer is getting picked, and that was a very nice maneuver. I'm not sure if I caught it on screen, but the Observer was finally picked off, so that Arbiter will definitely help alongside. Some Dark Templar don't really need help to be cloaked. Psystorm going off the incoming Zealots, and wow, absolutely epic fight here to try to hold this, but it looks like as soon as these Dark Templar are taken care of, I think RacquetBall's won. It looks like Reaver is now being dropped to that bottom right-hand corner, able to take out some of the units right here, and going to be able to kill a lot of probes up in here. So it looks like the economic damage has been at least somewhat equalized because the 6 o'clock location no longer producing, and we'll see what's going to happen. And still getting assailed by these Dark Templar. Wow, excellent fight, really back and forth, but I still got, this is a huge attack force, almost maxed out versus 156, and again I feel like that upgrades level 1 shield kind of in the mix right now versus level 3 weapons, and I don't see any additional upgrades happening across the board, and I think that could be the huge difference in this match. The Reavers now lifting off. They weren't able to take everything out, but keep in mind this is still higher production than's happening at that 6 o'clock, but it looks like he's going to it looks like RacquetBall is going to regather, re-hotkey up, and this is going to be the full 8 control grouping. Observer once again checking out that 12 o'clock location to see what's there, and once again I feel like the unit's completely out of position. I know the units are there, but they're just kind of scattered about, not really in a defensible spot where you've got this huge attack army here for RacquetBall. I don't see Jaws on the opposite end, and there's nothing to defend this 12 o'clock from the counterattack. Let's see if he loads up and decides to bring those Reavers back around to do a little bit more damage. So it looks like this 12 o'clock location isn't going to in fact be taken out, and probably this upper left-hand base as well. And once again the Forge remaining inactive, so that's really absolutely huge, especially that the moment that Forge was taken out at that 12 o'clock position, and just also additionally the upgrades. Looks like the Reaver's coming back into the 6 o'clock location to do some more economic damage. Going to try to take this Nexus out entirely, but I feel like it's too little too late. Even if he managed to take this off, I don't feel like Jaw has a large enough army to fight RacquetBall's army off. RacquetBall is just continuing to assail, producing some Dark Templar, hoping the Observer is once again not present. The Observer is, I'm trying to actually locate where that Observer is. Observer's with this main grouping, so that's not going to last very long at this stage. But now Jaw is back down to single base. He's trying to establish that bottom right hand corner, but once again he doesn't have units. He has no units. He's at 121 supply at this stage versus 172, and he does not have the upgrades. And we'll see actually if I'm not sure. Yeah, the forges are continuing. He's going with full upgrades. Looks like one Reaver's finally been picked off. These Reavers have been able to take out this Nexus at the 6 o'clock location, but it almost feels like too little too late. And again, looks like they're just continuing to sell more shuttles pushing up with more Reavers. They're going to try to looks like he's going to try to bust RacquetBall inside out, and then might be successful in doing so. He's got to stop. Yeah, at least he was able to stop those additional. Wow, this poor Reaver is getting stranded by the Zealots. Wow, saved by 2 Scarabs there. At least able to stop additional upgrades going back by unpowering those additional forges, getting a little bit of Psystorm across there though, and maybe he can, if he can take out enough pylons and then figure out a way to stop this this brunt force of RacquetBalls that's just very highly upgraded at this stage, maybe he can hold on to this match. But looks like actually they're starting to head towards that bottom right hand corner. Keep in mind you can still hold off one base. No, he's going to go to that upper right hand. Looks like he's kind of exploring out just to kind of see what's going on, making sure that there aren't any additional expansions, but I think he's going to regather at that stage and just kind of finish things off, just kind of brutalize at that stage. I think that it looks like there's one Reaver left alive. Looks like an observer kind of up along this side, and starting to push in actually. A nice little Psystorm with a little bit of a skeleton crew. Didn't brunt down with his entire attack force. That might be a mistake. There's no observer alongside to detect these cloaked units now as well. And I'm not seeing any observer along in general, but this is still absolutely epic. Bottom right-hand base getting assailed a little bit, but RacquetBall, it looks like another attack going down right there, but I think that Reaver was in fact killed, so missed that a little bit. But RacquetBall continuing to push forward, somehow managed to sneak units under. It looks like he sneaked units underneath the short lane, getting a little bit of Psystorm on his own troops there. But RacquetBall, all he has to do is regather and then attack Jaw. Jaw is significantly behind in supply count, as you can see, just 174 versus 153. I think John knows it. He's trying to get some production going in that bottom right hand corner. I'm not sure if he can, basically if he can do this under RacquetBall's nose though. RacquetBall just has to regather and attack as a full brunt group, and those upgrades will carry him all the way to victory. Looks like right now, as you can see, supply desperately Jaw's trying to spend all the resources he has, but just can't keep up, and now the attack unit's starting to pour in. Psystorm on those escaping Archons, the Archons getting Psystormed all over. And there Jaw's going to GG, knowing that was basically all he had left as far as defense force. So RacquetBall pulling out the victory very impressively. Wow, a very epic match. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Once again, if you go to sc2gg.com/endurance, you can donate there. Thank you to both participants. Epic match going on to game 2.